There are certain moments in life you don't just live. You feel them. They settle into your bones, hum beneath your skin, and echo long after they've passed that night. Sitting near the low glow of the fire, I felt the pull. It wasn't the cold that made my skin shiver or the sound of the wind tapping at the window panes. It was him, Evan. His gaze found mine across the room, and though we didn't speak, the silence said everything. Earlier that day, the house had been full. My daughter and her husband came over for dinner, their laughter brightening. Every corner Evan was as he always was, warm, thoughtful, disarmingly kind. I had told myself for years that I saw him, like a son, but somewhere in the passing of time something shifted. I could feel it in the way. Our eyes lingered too long in how his presence made the air feel heavier, closer when my daughter stepped away to take a phone call. We were left alone just a few minutes, just long. Enough the room changed. Or maybe we did. He sat on the couch and I stood near the fireplace adjusting throw pillows just to keep my hands busy. Then he said it. "You look beautiful tonight." His voice low, a little too full. I froze, smiled, thanked him. We both laughed too quickly, trying to cover the moment we had already stepped into. But some things once felt can't be unfelt after they left. I sat alone by the fire, wine untouched in my hand. I thought about the way his fingers brushed mine when I passed him the mashed potatoes, the look in his eyes. Days passed, but the echo stayed. And then he started showing up, more dropping off groceries, fixing things around the house. His reasons were innocent. His presence wasn't one. Afternoon, I was tending to the garden when I heard his car pull up. He held out a new pair of gardening gloves, with that easy smile of his thought you might need these. I laughed, genuinely touched. "You're too good to me," I said, and his smile faltered, just slightly, like the words carried more weight than he expected. We stood there in that pause, breath held something stretching tight between us. Inside, we sat at the kitchen table, sipping iced tea, pretending we weren't charged with whatever had been building. Our hands brushed more than once, too. Many times to be accidents. He looked at me then, long and quiet. "You seem different lately," he said. "Happy or maybe not." I said, heart hammering in my chest. He reached out, fingers grazing the back of my hand. Didn't pull away. "I don't want you to. But lonely," he said. "I'm not." I lied. He didn't believe me. "You deserve to be happy." When he left that day, I stood at the door for a long time after he was gone, the warmth of his touch still lingering on my skin. I knew I should shut it down. Draw boundaries, keep safe what mattered most, but some things once in motion don't. Slow so easily, the next few days were filled with silence and noise, all at once, or sans chores. Anything to keep him out of my thoughts, but he stayed there waiting. Then one night my phone buzzed, his name on the screen. I hesitated, then picked up. "Hey," he said, voice soft. "I was thinking about you." I closed my ears. "I was thinking about you too. Can I see you?" he asked. I said, "Yes." A short while later, headlights pulled into the driveway. A knock. He stood on my porch, wind-howled and hesitant. I opened the door. We didn't speak. I just stepped aside. He walked inside. Everything felt different, quieter, louder. We sat in the living room, firelight flickering around us. "I didn't know if I should come," he said. "But I couldn't stay away." I nodded, words caught in my throat. "I'm glad you did." He looked up, eyes filled with something deeper than longing. "I don't want to hurt anyone," he whispered, "least of all you're not." I told him, "You're not hurting me." He reached for my hand, fingers warm, steady, and I held on. "You deserve to be loved," he said, "in all the ways you've given love. You deserve to be chosen." I didn't speak, just listened, let myself feel seen. Maybe for the first time in years. "I don't know what this means," I said, "or where it goes." "Me neither," he answered, "but I know I don't want to walk away." We sat like that, hands intertwined, not rushing anything, letting the moment live. Then he stood, pulling me up with him. I thought he might kiss me, but he didn't. He just wrapped his arms around me, chin resting on my head, quiet, steady. After a while he pulled back. I'll go, he said gently. Not because I want to, but because you deserve time. We deserve to do this right. He turned to the door. I'll be here, he said, whenever you're ready. And then he was gone. I stood alone, heart aching and full, knowing that whatever this was, it had already begun. Not in a storm, but in stillness, in being seen, in being chosen, and in choosing.